Welcome back. I've got 11, there's only 10 here because we already sold one, we'll talk about it. 11 used bin finds this week. They were all Innova Made. Now, I love these used bin videos, and clearly a lot of you do too. But my question is, do I go Innova for a video? What about all my MVP I have stacked in a box that I haven't filmed yet? Or all the Discraft? Or all the Trilogy? I actually never buy Trilogy stuff from the used bins, but I found some stuff yesterday. So do I break these up into one manufacturer, or do I just come back and film something after I find, a dozen discs? But we're starting off with the Dr. Putter. It's a triple stamp JK Aviar from Innova. This is a really, really cool stamp now from Texas. That's where Dr. Pepper is, like probably 2 hours south of where I am in Dallas. But triple stamp, cool putter. Hasn't really been like thrown or used a lot, like at all. I don't remember if this was a $6 or an $8 disc. Putters are normally 6 to 8. We're gonna guess 8 for the sake of this. I will throw this one up there. I mean, it's so nice. A little bit of a puddle top, but it's that nice rubbery kind of putter feel. You can really get your thumb into it. So great putter from Innova. So whoever must have turned into Dr. Putter probably also had this Aviar as well. I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, these were coming out and they were pretty popular. I remember seeing these whenever I would go to tournaments as like, not player pack items, but like always discs that were selling. I haven't seen many of them actually coming through the used bins, that's for sure. But the Lightning extra large stamp, like how wide it actually goes compared to like a normal stamp, actually is pretty cool. I really like the way that looks. So classic KC Pro Aviar. Honestly has not been thrown or putted with much at all. It's a really good condition. I don't know the market on this one at all. I'm going to look it up obviously, but sometimes I just buy stuff because it looks cool, which this one did too. So this is actually a Halo Champion Roadrunner. Now, I'm pretty sure it's Halo Champion, or I just got the craziest transition from pink to blue. We're 90% sure this is Halo Champion because it was made in 2024. Obviously, it's cotton candy, and I don't do anything understable, and I need to work on that. So this one was like a $10 pickup, brand new, but I've already been rolling it, and I've been throwing a lot of really fun hyzer flips. So I don't really think this one's going to get included in our $10 to $1,000 journey just because I picked it up from my own bag. This is like my 4th time trying to record something on this because I've absolutely nerded out every single time I've tried to explain why this is cool. Okay, this is going to be take number 5. 5th time is a charm. All right, this is a Innova Champion Valkyrie. The cool thing about this is it has no flight numbers on it, which means it's just an older disc. It's before 2009, whenever, Speed, Glide, Turn, and Fade came out, so you knew how the disc was supposed to fly through the air. You should just pick it up and throw it. Now, we're stopping our tangent here. It's a cool disc because it's older. The Champion plastic and the Star plastic maybe just seasons in over time better, but these feel super good. And with this kind of a color, I don't know how yellow it's going to look on camera, but this would dye really well. So I will dye this one. So we will flip it, but I'll film the whole dye process. I think I have a couple other ones I might dye as well, and we'll add them to the website then. But we've got the Champion pre-flight number Valkyrie for $10 out of the used bins. We made it through. High five. So I will say I do read comments, and I try my very best to reply to every single comment that I get. And somebody said, find an old Champ Pearly T-Bird. I thought I did it first. It said T-Bird on there, but this is actually a Thunderbird. So the reason why I say that is because I'm trying to fill a kind of like a T-Bird or a overstable mid in the bag right now. So I was like, okay, I'll keep an eye out for it, which led me to this disc. So it is pinned, so that's why you couldn't see the embossing. You couldn't tell if this was a T-Bird or a Thunderbird unless you really know the Innova molds. But the pearly disc and the pearly plastic, like if you see that in the description or you look at a disc, it's slightly opaque. So you can't see straight through it. It's like the opposite of a Jolly Launcher plastic. If you know that from Innova, it's like basically a Jolly Rancher. You can see straight through it. There's something about these like pearly Champion discs from Innova that they beat in slower, is what I've seen. Could be wrong, but like my flat top Firebird, I looked very specifically for a blue pearly FAF Firebird for a reason, because this run is just super overstable, super stiff. It's probably my favorite run of Firebird. If you ever look or find like a really pearly, super flat, board flat Firebird like this, you definitely want to pick them up. But that's why I picked this one up. So just to see like how is this going to fly. I probably won't be selling this one anytime soon or add it to the challenge, because this is just one for myself. Sometimes Replay will throw some $1 deals out there. I don't know if it's I need to ask Doug and Alex the next time I go in there. Maybe after a year things get added to clearance. There was a $1 team stamped Quantum Lunar Draco from Millennium. It's basically the flat top Firebird mold. Ironically, I just bought this Calvin Heimberg Draco from, I think this is 2021. This is probably one of my favorite stamps I've ever seen. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this one. I paid 36 bucks. It's been thrown. How about the same exact disc, same exact plastic, $1 versus $36? I will throw this up on the website. If I find like a $1 disc, like a really crazy one like that, I'm gonna have to pick these up and just put them up there for like $5 or something. What a cool run. It's again, if you're looking for a Firebird, like a flat top Firebird, and you're not sure you're gonna get it, if you're just ordering it online or something, then the Draco is actually probably the way to go. They're always flat. Speaking of Firebirds, I actually did find a really nice pinned star Firebird. So again, pinned means it's going to be at least before 2016, I believe is the year they started actually stopped writing the information on the back, and they started actually stamping it on there and automated that process. When I picked this one up, because there was actually another one right in front of it, this one was so stiff. Like, it is silly. It's like, if it could be 5 out of 5, it would be 5.5 out of 5. I did have another one of these that I picked up maybe like 6-7 months ago, just as like I wasn't sure how this would work. Pretty sure Cupcake bought it off my eBay account for like 20-25 bucks, something like that. It was a pinned star Firebird just like this. We'll see how it goes. Another Firebird. Well, I don't even know if I need to describe or explain why I got this Firebird. So, I mean, this was brand new for 12 bucks in the used bin. So was the other Firebird. This feels exactly like my 23 Halo Champion Glow Firebird. And I like the little bit like of a taller shoulder on the Firebird for backhands. I like to have a forehand only Firebird and a backhand only Firebird. And this is literally gonna be a perfect replacement if I lose this one. Of course, I'm still gonna throw it out there. It was brand new on the website, but that doesn't sell and I still have this disc and I lose that one, this is definitely going straight into that slot. I know for a fact this thing is like a carbon copy, which is awesome. And $12 for new disc. Then we go into another cotton candy disc. This is a Halo Roman, which this is the old PD mold that Discmania had. They didn't really take off all that much. Maybe I'm just out of the loop, I don't know, but like getting Halo star plastic in a PD is pretty sweet. Now this one has a big dome on it, nice pop top dome on there, so you know it's going to have a lot of glide, which is going to perfectly complement the PD I currently have. This is a Lone Hal 2. This is a swirly S-line, but it is just board flat. Domier plastic tends to be a little bit more overstable at the end of the flight, but it pushes very straight for the beginning and mid-flight, versus sometimes flat discs will have a little bit more movement right in the turn, and then they'll still finish hard to the right. 2 PDs in the bag, one Domi and one flat. So I get 2 different types of shot shapes. This is an Echo Star XCal. You can see on the back here, you got the Star XCal, and it says Echo Star right there. So the cool thing about Echo Star is like I don't remember exactly if it's a 50-50 blend or it's fully recycled plastic. It has this buttery, smooth, yeah, like it's like a smooth, softer type of star plastic. It's almost like you have a hybrid between like a base plastic putter or like a rubbery one, and you took star plastic and made them into the same disc. So it's got like a uniquely grippy feel to it. It's a Star XCal, so 12504 on the flight numbers. I thought it was actually 12404 on the other one that I have, the Nate Sexton one. I could be wrong, but maybe I'm thinking of the PD2. This is a pretty cool one. It's really unique. You never see Echo Star coming through the used bins, and so I just wanted to pick it up because it's Echo Star and it has a really cool stamp. It was only $12. It's still new, So I'll have to do some research on what this disc is all about. Calvin Destroyer. This is my second 2022 that I've found, except this time it was in my color scheme. This Destroyer is like my ideal colors for a Halo Destroyer. I do think this one will be a little bit flippier of a Destroyer because the parting line's a little bit lower. I think it's gonna be more of a bomber Destroyer. I think it's gonna be a little bit flippier, not your traditional like overstable Halo Star plastic. But we'll give it a throw. It's got a nice pop top on there. Ridiculously stiff too. Like not as stiff as that Star Firebird we talked about earlier, but very, very, very stiff. I just had one that we picked up from the used bins like last week, and that one sold for 22 bucks, and it was $12 pickup. So that one could flip easily on my website again if I wanted to, and it's actually pretty hilarious. The stamp has a Predator, an Astronaut, Jupiter. Where's that Saturn? I don't know. I don't want to think about it. In the space station right here, meters. It's like, dude, there's a astronaut riding a bicycle too. Like they did a good job with this stamp, as well as the incredible run of Halo Destroyer. Now for the last one, which I've already sold and shipped out, and whoever, I think somebody might have it by now, is this cool disc. I ended up finding this incredible FD. This is a Discmania S-Line FD, but this is back when Innova was producing these. So there's just something about this mold in the S-Line plastic that just feels just buttery smooth. Probably, like hands down, the best feeling FD I've ever found. It almost feels like Color Glow plastic from Innova, but it's S-Line. Oh, this one hurts, but I sold this one too. I threw it up on the website for 30 bucks, which is honestly a pretty good deal for how good of a disc and how incredible the shape of this disc is. So that one is going out to Peter, and Peter also picked up my first sale on the Cotton Candy Monster stamped PA3s. So we got a pink one. Let me show this out to you. Peter, thank you again for the support. This S-Line FD feels so good. I'm also gonna throw this one time at least before I ship it out to you today. But thank you for the support. What a cool find as well. Another Discmania sale here. This is off the website again. This is gonna be going out to Jackson. So this is a Originals Discmania. This is Innova produced. So it was like a 170 S-Line DD3. Whew, this thing could be a bomber. So this one was a $12 pickup. Ended up selling us for 20 bucks on the website. So another $8 towards our $1,000 goal. And we'll get this out to you. Two more discs sold in a pair off the website. We had the ESP Athena, the Paul Macbeth prototype one. And that is on the top of my stack over here as I'm trying to actually find a disc for that slot in my bag. So this one, super good pickup, $12 pickup, and we sold this for 25 bucks off the website. So that is a great pickup. These prototypes can go for a lot. This one looked really, really cool with the orange and the yellow inside there. Just something about this mold, the ESP run and the blends came out really cool looking. Also picked up the cool 2020 white on pink Calvin Destroyer. This is Halo Star Plastic 2022 run. I actually just found a cotton candy one that I'm going to be throwing, possibly in the bag. We'll see how it flies. This one was in super good shape. You got both of these discs actually. So this one for 22, this is $12 pickup, so another $10 towards our goal. So that is going to wrap up the cool discs I found from the used bins this week. I will, if I'm selling any of these will be linked on my website, Cotton Candy Disc Golf, for purchase when this video drops. Best of luck getting these gems. I just want to say thank you to all of the subscribers. You guys are really blowing my mind about this support. It's been very fun to make YouTube videos. I have so many I've already filmed. I just need to find the time to edit all of them. Now I understand why people hire editors. So if the channel continues to pop off, we will definitely have to think about that.